This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow. 50. Go on, 80. 54. Hey, 57, 57.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, Ridley, Ridley. Get there. Watch out, watch out. Wait, call. 132 fight. Check. Hey, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 23 yards the pickup there. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. On 1st down, Mahomes almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, it's Kelce on the ground. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26. Hey,
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal, under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. To throw is Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
From the 29, Wilson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Carson, and an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 1st down Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right?
Yep.
Won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get up.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Check 3. 14, front it. Check. Alert.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That goes for a gain of 31. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They run again with Carson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Darren Lee in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and they'll take him down at the line. 7 yards there and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
No. Relax. Under leg.
To throw is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. Tyler Lockett. It's caught. Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 69 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the New England Patriots. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
He goes to that. 180.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
we always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Goff. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 27 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a first down throw that's complete, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Goff throwing again. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 53 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because if they weren't ready to go on the last one, give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady escaping the pressure right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Following the penalty, Michel. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Brady now to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. On second down, Michelle. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On the ground, Michelle. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On 3rd down, Michelle. Space to maneuver at the 40. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Brady going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd, and he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and 2. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Goff now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, kill. Push him back. Push him back. Check.
Now Goff on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
6-6, pull it high. 53, lead now. 72. Hey, echo. Rip.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And a cutback, right sideline. And down to the 7-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. Give him 55 yards on the ground.
20. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. You draw Porter. Let's go out. No, 66.
To throw, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. CD with that incompletion. Let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think of the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the number 1 game because the number 1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week. for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the #1 seed. I think the #2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Goff under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. After the sack on 1st down, Goff, he's letting it fly for Cooks. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 54 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 22-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and they get the football. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 27, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down and goal. Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now gone. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. So on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining. So barring a 1st down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And he's
across for the touchdown. And in